Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our special meeting of the Plainville Town Council. We begin our meetings with Pledge of Allegiance every time we meet, and I would ask if the boys soccer team would please stand and lead the rest of us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If everybody will stand, they will lead us. Okay. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. This is a very special night for the Town Council. You are our only order of business tonight. We're honored that so many of you could come here. We are so proud of what you have achieved. So I want to thank you. I would like to thank the coaches and the family members who have been such a very big part of your success. But mostly, you have put Plainville on the map, and we're very proud of what you've done. So thank you so much for coming here tonight. I really appreciate it. We have a couple of people here that are going to have some nice words to say about you. And our first guest of honor is our State Senator Henry Martin, and he has a citation for the students and for the coaches. Would you like me to have the coaches and the students come up now, or shall we? How would you like to do that?
Coach Brown would be fine.
Okay. All right, we want to get you all on film, and eventually I'm going to have you all stand up here so we can get you on film, but right now we're going to have your coaches come with Senator Martin. He has a citation to deliver. All of you have to go. Come on, don't sit down, Devin. Everybody has to. And turn around so we can, do you want to do it at the podium, Henry? Then we can get you on audio.
Great. Well, thank you for inviting me, and it's always an honor to come to events like this. I do have a little soccer background in me, so it makes it a little bit more special for me anyway. I did play in high school, did play in college as well as after college, and I coached for 20 years in Bristol. I coached from the youth program to the high school program to Premier and ODP. So I got a little bit of knowledge regarding the sport. And you guys were ranked 23rd, is that what I understand? And you played a couple of top-ranked teams to get to the championship match and to win there as well, huh? That's unheard of, first of all. And the percentile on a bell curve, you guys are probably in the 1 or 2 percentile way out here. And it says a lot of who you are as individuals, the discipline that it takes personally, as well as a team, the coaching staff that's got to sort of organize you all and sort of figure out all your personalities and figure out where to best play you as individuals so that you can play as a team and accomplish that goal of getting wins in order to put you in a position, first of all, for the tournament, but after that to meet the challenge of each of the games that are ahead of you. But I know that I echo what the chair, what Mrs. Puglisi has said, that where the town is extremely proud of you, and I'm sure the whole school, your coaches, and your parents. I'd like to ask you one thing from you players, is to thank your coaches, but also your moms and your dads, or people in your life who sort of encouraged you and supported you playing soccer. without them bringing you to the practices or giving you that little pat on the back of encouragement, you may not be where you are today without them. They are a big part of this team as well. But on behalf of the General Assembly, this is an official citation. It was introduced by Doc Pettit, and as well as myself, and it says, Be it hereby known to all that the General Assembly hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to the Plainville High School Boys 2018 soccer team in recognition of the athletic accomplishments of the Plainville Boys 2018 soccer team. The team has honorably represented Plainville High School and the community by winning the first state title in the Class M championship.
It's never happened. I'm mortified.
That's how we are here.
That's it.
Holy cow.
They worked hard and preserved as the 23rd seed and defeated the top 3 seeds, bringing pride to Plainville and earning the respect of all the soccer fans and citizens in Connecticut. Congratulations. The entire membership extends its very best wishes, and on this memorable occasion, it expresses the hope for continued success, given this 3rd day of December 2018. And it was signed by President Pro Tem Martin M. Looney, the Speaker of the House, Joe Arizomowitz, and the Secretary of State, Denise Merrill. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, coaches. Thank you, Senator Martin. Right now, I would like to ask our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Maureen Brumma, to the podium, and she has a few words she'd like to share for the team and their families. Dr. Brummett?
Thank you so much, Chairman Puglisi. This is the kind of event that I love. I am incredibly proud of our boys soccer team, who under the leadership of Coach Tim Brown, Devin Puglisi, JV coach, and Bruce Billowin, volunteer assistant, finished the season with an overall record of 13-7-1, with a division record of 7-1. They were crowned the CCC South Patriot Division champion, as well as the Class M Boys Soccer State Championship on November 18, 2018. En route to the championship, our team was ranked number 23. However, with talent and determination, they knocked off number 2 seed Granby Memorial High School in the quarterfinals and the number 3 seed team Stonington High in the semifinals. Plainville beat the number 1 seed Ellington 1-0 in the state championship game. The game's winning goal was scored by Jamie Rauchi. Did I say your name right, Jamie? Close to it, raise your hand. Scored the winning goal and the only goal. Assisted by Patrick G., who I've been told you know who I'm talking about. Patrick G., right over there. Jamie was later named Male Athlete of the Week by the Hartford Courant for his game-winning goal. 14 of our varsity soccer players were named to the Central Connecticut Conference All-Academic Team, which means they earned a varsity letter and had above an 88 overall academic average.
Wow.
So that's really hard to do. We have 5 players named to the Central Connecticut Conference All-Conference Team: Mike Torres, Sergio Zaldivar, Tyler Miller, Dane Stevens, and Patrick G. Grzuski. I don't want to mess it up. We also had 2 individuals named to the Connecticut All-State Team: Mike Torres and Sergio Zaldivar. Dane Stevens was also named the state championship game MVP. But there's more to this team than just amazing playing. These boys also successfully fundraised over $1,200 for pediatric cancer research by selling gold bracelets and also wore gold laces in their cleats for the Lace Up for Pediatric Cancer cause. Go for the goal. During a game in September. The Plainville High boys soccer team is the true definition of a team as evidenced through their dedication, hard work, and relentless attitude. These talented young men were able to take the boys soccer program to new heights by capturing the first ever boys soccer state championship in Plainville High School history. Last but not least, whenever I speak to teachers, parents, coaches, or community members about this team, I consistently hear that they are a very special group of young men. First and foremost, they are really good kids, in addition to their clear talents on the soccer field. When my husband and I attended the state championship game on November 18th, we were blown away by their teamwork and highly coordinated plays. Their feet moved so fast I couldn't even follow it. It was evident from early on that evening that they were in command of the game, and it was only a matter of time before the winning and only goal would be scored by Plainville. Tonight is just the start of many celebrations in honor of this special team. They will be honored at the December 10th board meeting, and subsequent celebrations are currently in the planning stages. Thank you to the Plainville Town Council for taking the time to honor our victorious team, and once again, congratulations to the Class M boys soccer state champions, the Plainville High School Blue Devils.
Thank you very much, Dr. Brummett. Right now, what I would like to do, I also have a proclamation for the team that I'm going to ask you to come forward for, but I would like to ask the town council, each one of them, if they'd like to say a little word of congratulations. Our town manager, of course, would you like to lead it off and have a few words to say to these outstanding young people?
Well, as a town manager, I do follow sports, but I don't necessarily attend most of the activities. But I do certainly keep an eye on it. And when I was aware that you were facing some strong, higher-ranked teams, I said, well, they're 23rd and 2nd, so not really expecting too much, not knowing that much. And when they beat number 2, it was like, well, maybe I'll pay more attention. And then when you beat number 3, it was maybe surprising to me, but maybe not as surprising to you. And then when I was reading some articles that said you were very confident going into the finals, it was very impressive to me as a manager. And I know from the town staff and from people that I've spoken to, maybe it was surprising to the rest of the community, but apparently it wasn't as surprising to those people who have followed you throughout the year. So I congratulate you as well for your accomplishments this year.
Thank you. Dan?
I'm just very proud of you guys, and it's quite inspiring. I got a little kid, he's 7 years old, and he really enjoys soccer, and he went to see one of your games when he was at the Plainville High School, and he really enjoyed it, and it's nice for you guys to set a good example for him. So I'm just going to say congratulations and
Yep.
thank you.
So I know how much time you guys put in for this high school sports and what it takes to go out there and play every single day. Don't forget that your parents were the ones picking you up every single day, and they'll do it again next season, no problem. Just great job, boys.
I was just mentioning to someone earlier that one of my coworkers is a parent of an Enfield soccer player, and he was talking about your team today at work, and it made me feel so proud of you guys, and I was just so impressed that someone from Enfield knew all about Plainville and thought how great you were, so congratulations.
Jesse?
Let me begin by apologizing for my phone to you, boys, and your parents, and your family and friends.
What was that song again?
That was Mr. Roboto by
Okay.
Styx, which it was probably recorded 40 years before all of you were born. So again, I do apologize. I just want to say I've had the pleasure of knowing some of you through youth sports, and I know quite a few of your parents. And all I can really say is you're champions, and no one can ever take that away from you. And use the lesson you learned of winning a championship, the hard work, the dedication, the support for each other, the support you received, and take those lessons and put them forward in your life beyond soccer, and you'll have plenty of things to celebrate going forward. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to your parents and your family and your friends.
It's truly an honor to have this team here tonight. You know, from everything I've read and everything I've heard, it just seems like such an outstanding group, not only in terms of sportsmanship and athleticism, but also in terms of character. So I think it is indeed a very, very special group and a very special night. I'm so glad that so many of you were able to come. And I just have a little personal story. About 30 minutes ago, I had called my brother on the phone. I told him I was coming tonight and that we were honoring the soccer team who won the first championship. He reminded me he was on the first Plainville High School soccer team back in the fall of 1962. and the coach was John McGrath, whom actually both of us had for U.S. history. And he was really quite excited. He lives out of state now. He was really quite excited when I told him how Plainville had won the state championship.
Great. Okay, so the next portion of our congratulations to you, I'm going to ask you all to come forward. But before I do, I mustn't forget this. After all of the congratulations and celebration is completed here, I'm inviting everybody here out to have some cake and refreshments. We've gotten that for the celebration tonight. I hope you can stay and have a little piece of cake and meet with us out in the hallway. We have it all set up there, so hopefully you don't have to rush home to do homework. You could take a few minutes just to have a little bit of that. So I welcome all of you to join us for some cake after we do the proclamation. So what I'd like to do now is I do have a proclamation from the town council. I'm going to have Councilman Nazo and Councilwoman Tompkins help me. We're going to pass out some proclamations. We have some lapel pins for you fellas. And I would like you to please all come up and line up in front of this this podium here. We want to get you on film. We want the coaches to join us. So if you'll all please come and stand right up in the front here. And you're going to be on TV. Isn't that exciting?
Go right ahead, Deb. I'll follow you down.
Right, going here all the way down that way. Then you have to turn around and face the
Ty, you don't
camera.
want to cartwheel yourself down?
Okay, keep moving. Wow, we have a lot of them here. All right.
You all set? Okay. Come over this way.
Awesome. They don't need to see me. Just keep filling in as best you can. All right.
Well, if he was really bored.
Okay. Are we all here?
I like that. I love it.
Everybody's all set? All right.
I mean,
Okay, now make sure you smile because you're going to be on television. I would like to begin by thanking again, as has been said before, the coaches, the moms and dads, and whomever has been involved in their lives, brought them to the practices, brought them to the games, gave up family time, so these young men can become the true champions that they are. I know their soccer endeavors began as much younger young men through the Plainville Youth Soccer Team, or Soccer League, and this just demonstrates the level of commitment that these young men have had for their sport. They have learned respect, they learned about rules, they learned about dedication, and they learned about honoring the other teams. So I have to tell you, these are life lessons you learn as a young person, and hopefully you'll carry them forward in whatever you pursue after school, during school. You've learned lessons that are valuable, and they should stay with you lifelong. So I want to thank you for all of your effort and your hard work. I would also like to mention that there are several people, young men here, that helped out at the Plainville Pumpkin Fest. And I was in a garage with several of them while we were gutting pumpkins and cleaning pumpkins and carving pumpkins and carrying pumpkins. And I have to tell you, They did it with a lot of good humor and a lot of cheer, and they made our work so much faster. So I want to thank them again for their volunteerism and their spirit of supporting the Plainville community. So thanks again for doing that for us. So I do have a proclamation from the town council. After I finish reading it, don't go anywhere because we have copies of the proclamation for each one of you. We also have a lapel pin, as I said. Coach, I don't know if everybody is here tonight. Did everybody make it tonight? If there's anybody missing, we have proclamations and pins that I'll untrust to you, and you can give them to them at another time. All right, so, and I am going to read your names, so bear with me. Whereas the Plainville High School boys soccer team were the 23rd seed in the tournament, coming in and through determination, diligence, and perseverance rose to victory, earning the title of champions of the Class M State Championship. And whereas the Plainville High School boys soccer team practiced hard and played harder throughout the entire season, moving up the brackets to win in the quarterfinals against number 2 Granby, finishing with an impressive 2-1 score, then climbing even higher and outplayed number 3 Stonington in the semifinals by a score of 2-1. Before going on, determined to play their hardest against number 1 Ellington, where they gave it their all, dominating the ball, which paid off with the final score of 1-0, clinching the championship. And whereas Plainville High School boys soccer teammates Sergio Zaldivar, Brendan Sovran, Tanner Rao, Jacob Pierce, Timothy McCory, Tyler Miller, Michael Torres, Dane Stevens, Logan Miller, Patrick Gryzewski, hope that was okay, Reno Lossier, Jaden Barton, Jens Dalton Barker, did I get that? Jens Walden, Brandy Beausoleil, Tucker Rao, Nathan Sear, Gavin Bravado, John Ciani, Corey Rexinger McConnell, Nathan Masco, Matthew Stankiewicz, Brennan Stobley, and Zachary Santini earned the championship by demonstrating teamwork, sportsmanship, and athleticism. And now therefore be it resolved that we, the town council of the town of Plainville, on behalf of all our citizens, do hereby extend to all the members of the Plainville boys soccer team, the Plainville High School boys soccer team, to their dedicated head coach, Tim Brown, and assistant coaches Devin Puglisi and Bruce Billion, our sincere congratulations on a job well done and our best wishes for continued success in the future. This is dated at Plainville, Connecticut, this 3rd day of September 2018. It is signed by myself, Deborah Tompkins, Vice Chairwoman, Danny Carrier, Ty Cox, Jesse Nazo, Rosemary Moranti, and Christopher Wazorko. And again, most sincere congratulations. You are the champions of your division, and you are the champions of Plainville, so thank you again for all that you have done. We have copies of proclamations for each one of you, and a little gift from the town council, so don't go away yet. Anybody wants to take pictures? Now's the time.
So you're playing right off the top.
Yeah, right.
Usually it's a little playoff, so maybe 24 will play. Right? The first 6 or 8 don't get a bye.
Okay.
So then you play 24 will play, let's say 9. And then there's those 2 goals. That's the first round, so to speak. And
then all the other guys
then the top ones will start playing.
You're at Bristol Central or Bristol Eastern?
I was at Bristol Central for 9 years. 9 years, that's a junior.
Oh, you said you played soccer too?
Came home with something done. Never got for 6 days. Like 23.
You gave the folder to like just do the numbers, okay? We'll get another one too. These aren't.
Tyler Miller. Hey, Rob.